Welcome to the lecture on how to use breadboard to build a simple LED circuit. Now, being an electronics engineer or electronics telecommunication or any multidisciplinary work, breadboard is always required to test the prototype. So, building a simple LED circuit is very important in order to understand how to use the breadboard. I am Dr. M.R. Bachute, G.H. Raisoni, Institute of Engineering and Technology, Pune. Now, you can see that horizontal rows are connected in the inside. So this is the diagram which shows a breadboard which we can number A, B, C, D and E. Such type of holes are present. So A, B, C, D and E are connected internally. Similarly, F, G, H, I, J are connected internally. So the connections are horizontal. So horizontal holes are linked together. Remember, but not across the middle. So E is not connected to F. Similarly, D is not connected to any of the holes over here. So this is the horizontal holes which are linked together. So I can say that in a breadboard, the central holes, that is A, B, C, D and E are connected internally. That means there is a horizontal connection which is established. Similarly, this section, horizontally they are connected, F, G, H, I and J. Now, when you put your IC chip on the board, it should hurdle the center divider. So otherwise, if this was not the structure, this pin and this pin would get shorted. And that is the reason the breadboard is designed in such a way that you can put the microcontroller IC onto the breadboard and test. So A, B, C points are internally connected horizontally, whereas G, H, I and J are horizontally connected. So divider or gutter which allows an IC to sit on the board without shorting the left side and the right side pins. So we can see over here 1 to 5, 5 to 10, 5 to 15 pins are visible over here. Now the vertical columns. The vertical bus stripes are continuous down the side of the board but does not cross the middle divider. Now when we talk, now we understood the horizontal holes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Now let us talk about this part, this section. Vertical bus strips are continuous down, connected continuously down, so this have a vertical connection. Similarly, this section is vertically connected, so these holes are vertically connected to each other. Similarly, this hole is connected to this hole to this particular hole and so on. But here the vertical bus strips are continuously connected down the side of the board. So these are basically used as power lines. So plus VCC, grounding or minus VCC as per our requirement. So these power rails are also isolated to the right side and the left side of the board. If you have to manage the two different power supply or the voltages, this can be isolated by keeping them on the either side, left side or the right side. Then, now, so for ease of use, people link left side. So this is the left section and the right section. If you need to connect the supply from the left section to the right section, in this way you can use a jumper wire. And similarly, if the ground from the left section needs to be connected to the right section, a jumper wire is used. So for ease of use, many people link left and right side of the board, so voltage and ground are handy on both sides of the center. Now, the cool things about the breadboard is that they can be used thousands of different ways and there are no hard rules. So this makes throwing together the project quick and easy. You can build your prototype, test it, and there are few tips which are being offered so as to build a project which is more sustainable and readable. Following are the few guidelines. Do what works for you. Choose a color scheme and stay consistent, maybe black for ground and red for plus VCC. Use other color consistently in your work to help with debugging and reading your circuit, that is green for transmitter and yellow for the receiver. May vary by convention in different countries. There are hard jumpers for routing on the board, and these are few suggestions which are helpful for you. Now let us build the basic push button LED tutorial. Now let us build the LED circuit on the breadboard. So this is a basic push button LED tutorial. Let us work on practical and tools to work with the help of simple example. Step 1. Attach the battery pack to the power and ground rails of the breadboard. Step 2. Plug in the switch into the breadboard. Insert the LED. So plug in the LED with the anode long leg towards the top of the board. Insert the resistor into the board with one end in the same horizontal row as the LED cathode, that is the short leg, and the other a few rows down. The resistor is not polarized, so it does not matter in which direction you insert it into the breadboard. And step number 5, wire up the positive lids using the red jumper wires. Then connect from the positive rail of the breadboard to the same horizontal row as the top leg of the switch. Now connect them from the row that houses the both leg of the switch to the row that houses the anode of the LED, which can be seen in the diagram properly. So you can see over here, this is the LED, this is the resistor, and this is the battery which is connected. So this is our circuit which is ready. So using a breadboard is very simple. It is a great tool for fast and easy prototyping. In this tutorial, you learn how a breadboard is set up, general tips for ease to use and read breadboard layout, tools for virtual prototyping, and how to build a simple circuit on breadboard that lights an LED when a push button is pressed. So you can see this is the push button. This is the power supply connected, positive and negative, that is the connection. Supply is given to the push button. Here the supply is given to the LED, and this connection, the resistor, it doesn't matter this direction, whichever you are connecting, and this is again connected to. So this becomes a whole circuit. So this is how we have learned to build a LED circuit with push button. Thank you.